Armored Core Law. Welcome to Big Box. Let's give them a warm welcome. In today's report, I shall be talking about the once impregnable fortress city of global armaments, Big Box. Lynx will remember this being the final place the last two of the remaining Orca members, Malzal and Vow, stood their ground, being killed by Windy, Fanchen, and Strayed by the order of the League of Corporations. However, after this, Big Box is not talked about again. As such, I feel it's time to shine a light on this building. Starting with the basics, in the mission brief from the League, Big Box is described as a fortified city that years ago served as GA America's main center of power. However, it was abandoned when the cradles were built. Orca saw their opportunity and illegally seized the facility. Orca is now operating the Big Box defense system and has been restored to its peak operating capacity. While this is never explained in-game how it is done, if we take a look in the book Armored Core, A New Order of Necks, page 16, it's here we can read an interview between Friedman Ray and George O'Neill from GA's External Relations Department about the Big Box takeover rumors, to which O'Neill answers, "Oh, that's perfect. I can't confirm this yet, but rumor has it a fire broke out in a part of the Big Box that wasn't supposed to be in use. I thought they were planning to destroy the arteria and knock down the cradles. But it looks like they weren't just doing that, as they also diverted the excess power to the Big Box. Rumor has it might be one of their bases." To this, Ray asks O'Neill that if this was true, how would GA deal with this threat? Maybe with an arms fort attack? O'Neill answers with a quick no, before going on to say that time is a factor to this answer. As all of GA's arm forts are placed at GA key bases, they don't have the time to go off on other missions. Instead, they would be better to send Galaxy bomber planes to bomb the site. But he also adds to this that there really would be no point in attacking Orca bases, because what GA would really be after is to destroy the necks of Orca, or more specifically, the irreplaceable links of Orca. Keep this in mind as I now move on to talk about the city itself. It's noted on page 202 of the book Armored Core Designs for and for Answer that the main building of Big Box is 700 meters wide, or 2,296 feet, while being 650 meters tall, or 2,132 feet. The reason for this huge size is explained on the next page of the same book, which reads, "The impressive size of this headquarters is due to the fact it's a type of colony built with the purpose of creating a circular economy. It's also one of the few remaining cities on Earth after Linarch." To be brief about what a circular economy is, it's a model of resource production and consumption that involves sharing, leasing, reusing, repairing, refurbishing, and recycling materials and products to extend products' life cycles for as long as possible. However, in Big Box case, as the book goes on to read, the core members of GA moved to the cradles, while lower-ranking members still lived in the headquarters and surrounding cities, battling the pollution. The initial design was for a circular economy, but operation by lower-ranking members is not sustainable, and the infrastructure for fighting decontamination is inadequate, resulting in constant pollution damage. In the story, Orca occupied it, but it may have just been a change of ruler and not had much of an impact on the lower-ranking people. This should show perhaps how little GA thought of their lower-ranking members if they were willing to bomb where these people lived and work. Still, they would not have to worry about hitting a target. As this drawing shows, on top of Big Box is an airport with a road system, and along the side of these are upper residential areas. But if you are lucky, and when an attack happens, you're in this building here, noted to be the head office building, it's on the third picture of this page that notes any important parts of the company have had their windows almost completely covered in armor. Moving on to the weapons of this city, the headquarters of Big Box, the huge building in the center, it is noted to be armed with 3 massive cannons, which, once again thanks to page 203 of the book, Armored Core Designs for and for Answer, we can go into more detail about them. It reads that each cannon has a 120-degree firing angle to cover all direction. It also reads that while the cannons were capable of conventional firing, they were also able to drop shells anywhere using gravity-assisted maneuvers. Yet the operating cost per shell was too high. As such, they were never used after GA moved to the cradles. Adding to this, the headquarters also had a huge hatch at the top of it, noted to be used for massive weapons storage. However, this was never seen to work. Surrounding this headquarters is 4 tall buildings, which are counted to be part of the city of Big Box. On top of each of these are 3 small cannons compared to the ones of the headquarters. However, they lack the firing angle to shoot behind them, as shown when an AC stands in the center of the roof where these cannons sit. The most impressive feature of these 4 buildings is that they can rise up high enough to fire into the roof area of the headquarters. They can do this using what looks to be rocket ship thrusters. However, what these are is unconfirmed. And finally, to finish on something more decorative, on the side of the headquarters, the GA name was meant to light up at night. This is all we know on Big Box for now. As such, this report comes to a close.